wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to get to know the runes using my rune card set and my rune book. The book is available from Amazon. They are both available from my website. And if you already have the booklet, you don't have to buy the set together. You can buy just the rune cards separately. So traditionally, my understanding is, and this is how I've been taught, you would pull three runes. One representing the past, connected to Ood, the Norn Ood, all that has been. One connecting to the present moment, Verdandi, the potential of this moment. And one connecting to the unformed future, Skuld. What are you creating at this point, but is not yet formed and concrete? I don't read reversed runes. I think that is something that was applied from tarot to runes. And I am reading with the younger Futhark. The younger Futhark is the Futhark that would have been used during the Viking era, rather than the Germanic runes from the Migration era. And we have more source material for the younger Futhark, whereas we actually have none for the elder Futhark. Let's be really clear on that. So I'm shuffling just as we would at any point. I still like to cut the deck, and the honest answer is that is a hangover from my tarot reading, because I am also a tarot reader. Although the runes came first, and the runes are definitely my deep spiritual path. And I'm reading for myself. I find personally the runes are better at the big stories in life, giving you a overview of where you are. And I find tarot is better for the complex decision making of daily life. So I would turn to the runes to give me a feeling of how am I doing? Where am I going? What are the big themes in my life right now? And I don't have a particular area. I don't have a particular question. I'm just doing a general reading. So the first rune is probably one that many would recognize, the Thor rune. The images are not designed to define the rune, but to help create visual memories so that the runes are easier to understand. And then I'm going to be demonstrating my book just to give you an understanding. I'm pretty sure I know what the Thor rune means for me. Sorry, getting my words in a muddle. You have the rune, you have the deity, you have the sound, you have the rune poems, you have a general discussion on my thoughts on the rune, and then you have some keywords. I am connecting in my life, in my past, the Thor rune to threat. To the fact that I escaped a difficult situation, a violent situation, and that it is in my past now. So I am happy that that is in my past. The second card represents the current moment, Verdandi, the future that I am creating right now. Again, another rune that many people might recognize. The rune is Os. The deity is Odin. We've got the same information here. The rune, the deity, the sound, the rune poems, which I translated myself from Old Norse and Old English, a general connection, and then some keywords. Wisdom is the word that jumps out to me. When we think about Odin, Odin works out what he wants. He works out the price he's going to pay, and then he works smart to make it happen. And I'm not very good at that. When we think about cunning and wisdom, I do tend to react to needs and work hard rather than working smart. So when I look at Odin, I think that it is appropriate for me to, and literally this is what I'm doing with my business. I am still working. I love working and it pays the bills, but I've taken a step back from business development to rest, reflect, and reconnect. And I think that is the Odin energy. We think about Odin, his real magic moment came not when he was chasing and, riding Sleipnir or on his grand adventures. His real moment of wisdom came when he stopped, when he hung upon Yggdrasil, when he was still. And that's what I'm doing. I am being a lot more still in my life. So with the central card, with the card to represent the present moment or the Norn Verdandi, really tune into yourself. Am I doing that? Does that resonate with me? This may be a warning. This may be a warning not to do this. And we could look at the other side, the flip side of Odin, the frenzied side of Odin. And we could say, in the past, I've been very yang. I've been very directed. I've been quite frenzied with my life. And now I am pausing to be more still. And then the card for the future, perhaps the most interesting one. Oh, and I'm so happy with that. It's true. There are certain runes I did not want to see here. I would love to have seen the Fee rune. I love a little bit of Frey in my life, but arguably it hasn't always worked out well for me. I did not want to see the Kreft rune for Loki. I love Loki, but I'm not in the mood for chaotic change right now. I would have been happy with Freya, but I'm very happy. This is the Ear rune, connected with the ancient deity Ul. And here we have it. Patience, rest, stored resources, preparation. That is literally what I'm doing right now. I am spending time being still. I am reflecting. I am resting so that I can make better choices for my future. I'm really happy with that. Obviously, this has been a quick run through. If you are reading for yourself, or if I was reading privately, I would be journaling. One of the things that you can do with the rune cards, which I do myself, of these three, I think certainly this is where I've been, and I don't want to be there at the moment. I really understand the message of to be a little wiser, to take the time to reflect and to be still. I really get that. But this is where I want to get to. I love the energy of Ul, of being rested and well prepared, and allowing myself to just be more in the moment. So one of the things that I will do is I will take this card out of the rune set and I will put it on my altar, which I can see from my bed when I'm reading and journaling and resting, to remind myself that this is what I am embodying. This is the end point that I am aiming for in this cycle. Just out of interest, I will run through all of the cards so that you can see them. We have Sol for Balder. We have Kreft for Loki. Should just point out Balder is of course connected to the sun. Kreft is chaotic change. Love a bit of Loki. Not right now, thank you. The R rune connected with Jord. She is the earth, but she's the wild, untamed soil beneath our feet, teeming with life, cycles of life and death and decay. So not so much the globe, the earth, that we might think of maybe in modern times, but more the soil beneath our feet. Big favourite of mine, the rune is Is, the deity is Skarthe, Ice Queen. one that I am learning to make peace with. The rune is Hagel, the deity is Heimdall. Order, structure, vigilance, not my top gifts in life, but I am learning to embrace it. The rune is Rai, the deity is Hell. I love when I think of hell, yes, I think of hidden things, yes, I think of under the ground, but I also think of the balance of light and dark. Probably the image I struggled hardest to find was this one for Hell because she's very dear to me. And I really wanted that under the earth, but the balance of light and dark. And I was so happy when I managed to manipulate this image to make it fit. We have Tia, both the sound of the rune and the name of the deity. I've connected here Tia to the North Star, the Pole Star, this idea of consistency. We have the rune is Fi, and the deity is Frey. We have the rune Marn and Frey's twin sister Freya, the two Vanir twins. And just as it happens, and I shuffled these, we have their father mother here. The deity is Njord, and the rune is Laug, which literally means primal water. To me, Freya is connected with the shoreline and the moon, and Frey is connected with the soft woodland that we would find perhaps in the valleys. We have the Nud rune and the three Norns, Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld. We have the Ur rune connected with Vidar. To me, Vidar is about being grounded, stepping back, very much connected sort of the Uruks and patience and holding fast. Again, this was an image that I struggled to find, but when I work with Vidar, and that's the only thing I can express and share is how I work with Vidar, I get a sense of peace. I get a sense of stepping back from my life and seeing it from a different perspective. And when I saw this image, I got that feeling of stepping back and feeling the peace. And then we have the Bjork rune connected with Frigg, of course, Odin's wife. And there we have it. So the cards were designed as a teaching technique to help you to get to know the runes. With my private students, they have definitely found that combining the book, which you can buy as an ebook or a book from Amazon, you can buy it as a PDF or a book from me. Combining the two, I think it's a really powerful way to start using the runes in your own life as a spiritual guidance tool.